Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Today, what we are going to talk about is how I made my first $100,000 in real estate. Now, why am I sharing this? I'm sharing this because there are likely some things that you all can take away from this. When I first started, and if you guys are first starting, I know a large percentage of my audience out here is trying to get their footing in real estate, wholesaling specifically. And there's some things that I did far as being creative, far as going out of my way with sellers, really taking my time with them, having my farm area, not trying to go too wide and too broad in a particular location, right? These are things that all affected my ability to be able to close deals quickly so I could get the heck out of my job. I had a mission that whenever I took my job, it was a contracting job up in Fayetteville, North Carolina, that I was only going to be there for a year. So I started my company in January 2015, and by January 2016, I was out of there. So how did I do this? Guys, when we first start wholesaling, we have to realize that the things that the competitors do, that the top wholesalers in your market are doing, may not be the things that work for you. What do I mean by that? So they're doing all this marketing and you may not have that much money for marketing. You may only have $500, $200. Maybe you have nothing to spend. Maybe you have more time than money. So how do we compete with these guys? Don't get discouraged because the deals that they pass on are going to be the deals that you all take. So there was this area in Charleston I was working called Union Heights. And I'm actually going to show you guys. Let me see if I can go to Zillow here. And I'm going to go to, let me actually pull up some of my HUDs here. There was a HUD I had. Yeah, 2032 Delaware Avenue. Let's see, North Charleston, South Carolina, 29405. Okay. Okay, here we go. All right, so we bought this lot and we sold it to a developer. And this developer ended up putting a house here. Now, guys, this area, this house may look nice, but this area, if you look at the street view, was significantly distressed. Look at this. So this is the street view from about maybe like 2 or 3 years ago, 2018, 2019 time frame. This was infested with drugs, crackheads up and down the street. And do you think my competitors were focused on this area? No, they weren't. This whole little area, I made well over $100,000 wholesaling lots just in this little area. Why am I telling you guys this? Go to the areas where your competitors are not. So if you have to go to the hood, honestly, that may be the best way to start. So I'm going to say go to distressed areas. My handwriting is not that well right here, but you want to go to distressed areas. And for us, we were able to wholesale close to 80 parcels, not 80 separate closings, because a lot of the lots that we got were, we got like 2 or 3 lots at a time from one seller. So at one closing, we may have closed 4 or 5 lots. Don't sleep on those, guys. We closed so many deals back here, and most of the deals that we closed were vacant lots. I mean, look at the one that I just showed you guys. This is what the area looked like when we contracted it. Look at that. And how much did we buy it for? Let me show you guys a HUD here. So we bought it for $6,000, right? And we wholesaled it for a $5,500 assignment. Okay. There's my company, Holy City Homes. And guys, some of you guys are struggling out here trying to close deals and competing with these big hedge funds and these investors and making $5,000, $10,000 when you could just go to the hood and make that same amount with no competition. I mean, literally, guys, we had people that said they would market all the way in Charleston, everywhere in Charleston except for here. So those are the big things, guys. Go to distressed areas, target lots, right? And the last thing we want to do is be creative. And I'm emphasizing this. Some of you guys want to close deals and get properties that are 50 cents on the dollar. You want the seller to say, I'm going through a hard time, a divorce. I'm going through all this stuff that's happening in my life, these life events that are happening. And you want it just to be a clean deal. I'm sorry, guys. That ended several years ago. Now you have to be creative. Learn creative financing. In these areas, you're going to deal with a lot of sellers that have properties that are tied up in probates. I can't tell you how many properties that I bought from sellers in this neighborhood right here. And I'll show you guys the street view again. I can't tell you how many properties I bought in this area that had probate issues or some sort of title issues. Did that scare my business partner and I away? Absolutely not. Do you think these big hedge funds, do you think these big investors in your area, your competitors, are going to take the time and go to somebody's house 5, 10 times maybe to get them to sign the paperwork that's needed for you to be able to negotiate with the IRS or negotiate with their mortgage company or to negotiate with the city to get these liens down? No, that's how we're going to get ahead in our market, guys, is being creative, is looking at a problem and saying, hey, I'm running towards that problem. And this is the bonus right here. Run towards problems, guys. All right. We want to run towards problems. And my handwriting is absolutely horrible. I just figure it'll be a lot more interactive if I, wrote this stuff down along the way as we discuss this, then typing up some notes here and killing you guys by death by PowerPoint. So if you guys like this format, let me know. But these are the big things here, guys. And I'll expound on this in future videos. But just remember, if you want to get to 100K, you're going to want to go to distressed areas, meaning areas where if they are not desirable, run there. If you do not have a lot of money to start, go to these areas where properties are being sold for $5,000, $6,000. Target an area that only has lots. Guys, people sleep on lots. Don't sleep on them, right? Don't snooze on lots, because I'm telling you guys, there is so much possibility for you guys to make the same amount, if not more, that you guys would do flipping houses with way less competition. Guys, nobody was competing with us back here. I can't tell you how many people I spoke with that told me, people, will call or they'll send them mail accidentally and they would just never follow up with them. They would never get phone calls regarding their property. So we wanted to forge our name in Charleston, and that's the way we did that, by targeting these distressed lots rather than trying to go to the competitive areas and compete against investors and wholesalers that had more resources than us. You want to be creative, guys. I made my first 100K by working with sellers that had probate issues. I'm telling you, I hopped over fences to take sellers to closing, because they were oversleeping for closing. How bad do you want it, guys? You have to ask yourself that. Do you want to just wait and, try to do the things that everybody else is doing and you're not going to get any deals? Or do you want to be creative? Especially if you're coming from a 9-to-5 sort of mindset, you have to understand that things don't move unless you do. Money likes movement. This isn't a job. You're going to have to go out of your way and figure out these problems here. You're going to have to be a problem solver in order to get, deals closed. And ultimately, if you're trying to leave your 9-to-5 job, to do that. But it doesn't happen by you expecting somebody else to tell you what the answer is. So I just want to share these 4 quick tips with you all. I'll be creating more videos like this going forward. If you guys like this content, if you guys like this format, let me know, and we'll start pumping out more content like this. So you guys have a great day, and I'll chat with you guys on the next video.